Here is the DJI MINI 2, the latest drone from them. I've just picked it up a few days after the launch. This is the packaging. Pretty nice and compact. So in all disclosure, I've already unboxed this. I'm just gonna run you guys through, everything that's included, a couple of basic accessories that I picked up, and my experience with it so far. So I've also recorded some footage that I will be uploading soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Alright, so when we open up the box, before we do actually, just go through some of the major changes. Obviously, we've got that 4K camera now, still 249 grams, foldable design. So the form factor is very much the same. We've got new tips on the propellers, they're a bit stronger, upgraded rotors, smoother gimbals, a bit more battery life. The main change actually is the 10 kilometers of tracking. So we've switched from Wi-Fi to OcuSync 2.0, which means down the line probably expect it to have some compatibility with the smart controller. And yeah, to be real, I've tested this out. 10 kilometers is obviously in an area with no sort of interference at all. In urban areas, you can expect to get about 3 to 4 kilometers of unhindered range with pretty solid video transmission, so not too bad at all. The wind resistance has been upgraded as well quite a bit. 4K video, which is absolutely beautiful. And on that note, guys, if you're coming from the Mavic Mini 1 to the Mini 2, you will have to get an SD card that supports 4K, because the one I had from my Mavic Mini didn't let me shoot like that. Alright, let's just get straight into it. So we open it up, the drone is there, it'll be in these nice clips, which will be really good as well. So one thing I don't really like about this is how the propellers just sort of flap around. So for that, I've actually picked up this Propeller Clip from Sunny Life. It just looks like this leather clip here. So you put them into the back, clip it up around the top, and that just sort of stops them from flapping around like that, keeps them fixed and secure when you're moving around. What I love is that they have included a plastic gimbal protector with the drones. They didn't used to with the old ones like the Spark and the Mavic Air, the first one. So that's really nice. So very similar form factor. Again, no obstacle sensing other than the bottom, but it does have a upgraded top speed. Now it goes to about, I believe it's 60 kilometers per hour. 4K camera, and yeah, similar design here. Another thing they've added though is this quick charge checker. So there's this little button which also doubles as an LED, so you can just check that straight away instead of using the power button there. You've got some extra LEDs up the front like that one. Okay, so it just says Mini 2 on the side, same way it unfolds. Now moving down into it, you've got all your paperwork in there. It's all the clips from before. Like I said, I've already opened it. Now, one thing I do want to go into is they've not included power adapter, which is something DJI is now starting to do. So you'll just get this wire in the case. So I tested it with, an iPhone adapter that I've got lying around in the house. It's taken about 2.5 hours to charge up. So unfortunately, that was not, suitable for me. So I actually picked up the actual 18-watt brick. Of course, it varies by region, so you'll be able to get it from the store. But I found with this, when it was plugged in to the outlet, it was charging much, much quicker. So about just over an hour, so it almost halved the time of charging. So make sure you pick that up. The wires there, you've got your spare props, you've got your USB connectors. I've already taken mine out, obviously. Alright, now getting to the very bottom, I've got the remote, which I do love. Now the remote is massive. it is much bigger and heavier than the actual drone itself. So let's open this up. Alright, so the remote, as you can see, pretty big form factor. Grips on the back, feels very sturdy, very solid. You've got your plug-in here, so you can plug in the wire there for your phone. You've got your control sticks down the bottom, so you will have to screw them in, which is good so they don't get damaged when you're traveling around. Now, with this, you've got the cinematic, normal, and sport mode, which, at the varying speeds. The port emergency stop and return to home function are inbuilt. So the emergency stop, you will need to tap it in a formation. Got, of course, your quick power indicator and these grips up the top as well. The wheel is a bit bigger and you've got the recording button there as well. Now, actually, let's open this up, show you one thing that I really like. Now, this clamp can fit even the biggest of phones. I've got a Samsung S20 Ultra. It's absolutely massive. It still fits in there very nicely. You've got the cable actually in there wrapped around very neatly, so you just take that out of there when you put your phone into the clamp, and it just plugs around the side. So again, absolutely love the remote. That's about it. Just going into your paperwork, well, you've got your quick start guide, which is nothing much. You just open it to the get the app, get that all set up with the new DJI Fly app. You've got your warranty cards, etc. And a bit of your owner's manuals. One thing I really like they've done, they've got these new mini versions with the mini drone. These used to be full-sized pamphlets, but now you can see they're about the size of my thumb, which is just the legal information, what to do and not do. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So stay tuned for the raw footage. I will be uploading that right after this, and I'll put the link in the description as well. But so far, very promising, very solid drone, and I'll comment on a bit more of my thoughts as well. All right, see you guys.